Person doing last time this time was Sam.
Woo.
Do the thing.
Do the thing?
Do the thing!
No, you can't make me do the thing! Oh, last session we sat there and had some interesting dreams at the beginning of it. And then something about cups?
That's my fault.
Which turned into an interesting situation later on.
Of course it did.
Once we got that settled, we kind of decided where we're going, what we're doing, and we started heading off towards the last Norro's lair
Yay!
and stuff. Came across some, like, a bugbear and 2 goblins, had an interesting conversation with them about Riven's old town.
You intimidated
After
the
we
crap
set
out
them...
of them.
Oh yeah, we did.
You did.
After we sat there... whatever. We sat there and after having conversations, sending them on their way, with one having to go be a spy, we continued onwards. One of the knights... Who? Was it Locke that saw the invisible person?
I think so.
Locke and Cad
Oh,
were the ones
we
that
heard-
heard it.
yeah.
The invisible person.
Yeah, or heard heavy, like, armor and stuff, like someone invisible. And then... later on, we got stopped by the sound of someone shouting for... Bjorn.
Oh.
Yeah, your backstory is apparently coming in. So, that ought to be fun.
I hope I'm not still a frog.
No,
No.
that went away a few days ago.
Okay.
Oh, right. Bjorn wasn't here last time, but he was here. Knowing that we were about to go on a trip across the wilderness up here and not near any major towns, I bought Bjorn some nicer beverages for the road so he wouldn't go through withdrawal.
Hmm.
That's why you now have a nice hefty chunk of extra fine ale on your character sheet.
I mean, you have an infinite supply of mediocre crap that we're trying to apparently profit off of. But, I mean, you deserve to have some nice stuff, too. So, I got you some.
Indeed. Thank you. Well, I'll be damned. Alright. Bjorn's having a good time on the road.
And then there was the crazy weird dreams was a dream for Riven that totally has nothing to do with the magical item, and a dream for Cad, who normally is not the character to have dreams. Cad saw his dad. It was nice. But
It was
anyway,
nice while it lasted.
you will continue onward, and then you will be approached by an interesting assortment of people, one of which Bjorn will recognize. Let's go to a map. Boop.
You like maps.
Yep, maps are important. Last session ended with this fellow here shouting, "Hey, Bjorn!" as you guys were starting to make your way away
great.
from him and onward.
They're red circles, so they're enemies.
Well, they don't have teeth.
Maybe.
Enemy circles usually have teeth.
Okay.
I'm assuming those 2 dwarves especially looked well armed, but I'm going to assume that blonde guy does too, Blondie.
The one that's talking to you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
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 Shouldn't the first person be like, who the fuck is talking?
Yeah, Bjorn's definitely going to like whip his head around and be like, ooh, what?
Well,
And see what's going on. See who's talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I see this gentleman.
Don't tell me you've forgotten about me already.
Alright. Of course I haven't forgotten. I look at him and I draw upon all my memory. I know.
Of course I
have
haven't
a
forgotten.
name.
Dungeon Master, who is this guy? I don't remember.
I've got a name. Bjorn is pretty sure. Because... Einar? Is that you?
It is.
I don't remember you having a beard last we met.
Times
Things
change.
change.
And so do alliances.
This is true. You seem to have a decent one going for yourself. Who's your friends?
People who wanted to join me in my cause. Seeking for somebody who ran away.
Ran away, you say?
Well, maybe it wasn't exactly running away, but shall we say gave up.
I'll call it to Einar. I'm not sure I understand your meaning.
You were all about vengeance for a time, and then you just upped and stopped.
Well, wasn't getting anything done with vengeance. A lot of dead ends, a lot of dead bodies. I found something better to do. Something more productive.
Literally anything else.
No, that's not entirely true. The first few months of Revenge were exhilarating. And emotionally
Locke
liberating.
actually says that.
What's that?
I wasn't actually saying that, no.
Oh, okay.
Good.
That was out of character.
That's a shame.
It's not really a Locke thing to say.
I didn't think so, yeah.
And I wasn't using the voice either.
True. But you are
If it
telling
was Locke, it would have sounded like literally anything else, but no.
Alright.
So, do these friends here know everything about what's your past entailed?
I don't believe I've shared any details, but I'm sure some of them have guessed. At least some details.
I know enough to know that I don't really care about the rest of it.
You sure?
What of your quest for revenge, Einar? Turned up anything good? Anything useful?
I found someone else to fight for, I suppose. But old habits die hard.
Someone else to fight for? Someone like who?
Much more noble creature. One that apparently, you've had some minor dealings with.
I'm gonna sort of draw my sword and sort of lean on it in front of me. Kind of like, you see dudes do on movie posters. Like,
Yeah.
My patience is not all that it used to be, Einar. Why don't you cut through the vagaries for me?
We're both warriors. He draws his blade as well. How about
Do we seriously have to fight?
Well, probably.
Dude, you guys are outnumbered. Be smart.
My comrade raises an excellent point. This doesn't look like the best fight for you.
That, and we have literally killed a dragon before.
Oh yes, we have.
Yes, the shadow thing. Remember?
Ah yes, that's true. Very good.
It's just sort of like, sorry.
Okay,
Wait.
but
No, that wasn't a dragon that you killed, Cad? Wait.
Wasn't that the
it a
thing in the other...
There was like
The
a
other
black
place?
dragon that was hanging out near Seven Norro, is what I was referring to.
Yeah, even though it wasn't a black
okay.
dragon with, like,
it was
the
Shadow
acid
Dragon.
damage?
It
It's
was
Shadow
Shadow
Dragon.
Dragon.
Yeah, because there's that elf that sat there and was sitting there boasting about taking the kill. That
Uh-huh.
Oh, that made me so angry.
Okay, so let's do the thing.
Oh, we're doing initiative,
Right.
are we? Okay. So we demonstrate with good points that this ain't a good idea, and then they're like, "Fuck it, doing it anyway." All right, cool. Murder time, I guess. I don't know who these people are.
The dwarf's like, that's against me, AI.
That's against me, AI. Does that mean Galred's an artificial intelligence? Are you a robot? Are you a spy?
Robotic dwarves. I mean, why not?
Galred, robot.
I mean, it could be done.
It could be done.
God damn, why do I always get so freaking low?
13.
This is this. Ah, I see.
Remember, you have advantage on initiative rolls there, Bjorn.
Ah, okay. Didn't recall that. Ooh, I want to take that the first roll. That second roll was not my friend.
Yeah, first roll was the 15, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They wouldn't take logic and back down. They just want to fight us.
Pretty much. They have all raised weapons to go into a fight, and though combat ensues and initiatives are in the proper order, there is that split-second moment where instinct kicks in for Cad, and you see that the human paladin is charging for Bjorn. So, respond therein how you wish.
He's getting ready. He's fixing to charge at Bjorn.
Yep.
Bjorn, you want me to fight these guys?
Keep the riffraff off me, but that one's mine. And I'd point at Einar.
I'm guessing the top one.
Yeah, Blondie.
So you're actually wanting to engage him, and you gave your blessing to attack, so I guess I will charge up here, snarling.
Oh, boy.
Oh, right in the middle.
Yay.
Nice.
Sure, why not?
I mean, yeah. Okay.
I guess, smacking the one north of me.
Okay. Roll your attack roll.
27.
27 is a definite hit.
Oh, that did not include rage, so +3. So 17.
Okay.
And second swing.
Yep.
But I am particularly lucky. So that 14 is actually a 14. Does a 14 hit?
14 hitting.
North?
No.
Okay. So yeah, just the first hit for 17.
Alrighty.
And swirling ancestors and such.
Around specifically that one, because that's the one you hit.
Yep.
Okay. So, it is then their turn. Hooray! They just got smacked in the face. Take the blow. It's pretty clear that they're somewhat frailer than their brawlier counterparts. But they sort of roll with it, and it appears as though they psych themselves up a little bit, and they change color. Their skin changes color. It almost looks like that of a fish, strangely enough.
Huh.
And then
Aquatic stuff loves attacking us.
yeah, and at the same time, I did not have an actual token for it because I am not smart, but I will put it as a circle. It's somewhat similar to what Locke would know. An ominous tentacle will appear out of nowhere right there and smack Bjorn.
An ominous tentacle?
Yes, like a tentacle. Just like the ones that you would see a lot with Vindsvept. It just comes out of the ground and will lash at Bjorn.
Can I Arcana or Insight check that?
I mean, you could on your turn.
Okay.
And then it's going to do a spell attack to see if it can hit a Bjorn. Fine. Proficiency plus, I forgot to write it down on that, but to attack with spells is usually proficiency plus ability modifier, yeah? I think.
Yes.
Yeah, so, boop. 12 does not hit Bjorn.
Nope.
Okay.
Does it hang around, or is it
Oh yeah, it's
go
still
away
there.
after? Oh, good.
It's still there.
Love it.
And then it will be the one who wished to strike you, as it were. And he's going to come down here, and he is going to swing. Scrolling up on my little sheet thing. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Fine, he missed. He can hit twice though. His extra attack. 21.
Oh yeah, that'll get me.
Alright. So he is wielding a shield, so he is striking you with just the blunt force of his weapon. And that will be... Oh, and for your benefit, since you know him, this is not a weapon you remember him battling with before. So like you said, where you don't remember him having a beard,
Mm-hmm.
This blade does not look like the ones you used to see him fighting with. You're going to get hit for 8. Woo.
8 points, huh?
Truly unimpressive amount of damage.
Except he only actually takes 4. Because Spirit Shield, Ancestral Protector things.
He actually takes 5.
Then I roll luck, and then you roll luck, and then I roll shenanigans, then you roll shenanigans. Well,
On and on it goes.
Yes, but that is the end of his turn. It is now your turn.
Alright. Well, after one unimpressive strike,
Yeah,
and one that
counts.
barely hurt, I just laugh. You've gotten sloppy, old friend. And I take a swing of my own at him. Hopefully I will not now make a fool of myself. No, that's okay.
Yeah, okay. So 12 damage.
Alright. And I'll go ahead and give him a follow-up.
24 will hit for 11. Yep.
I'll give him a good double tap and be like, that's how you're supposed to do it. Now come try it again.
If you get a crit, you should totally do a called shot and chop off his beard.
Like, how dare you tarnish my nostalgia?
Oh, now you look familiar again.
Haha! I've made your new accessory look stupid like you and your stupid face, you stupid stupid.
You pick it up and you hold it to your chin. Who am I?
Why are we
so
12?
I don't know, but Bjorn, in response to striking him, you will make for me a strength save.
Okay. Alright. 12.
Oh.
You get a +3 on that, right? Or a protection?
It is applied for him. It's already on his.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't think Bjorn's going to have a proficiency plus strength of 7.
No.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So 12. You are going to be... You're going to take a 4 damage. Not a whole lot, but 4 damage. And you're going to be knocked backward. Locke, make for me a dexterity save.
Ah, shit. Why? 15?
Okay, that's
Plus
good
3.
enough. It would be plus 3, so you're totally fine. You sort of duck as Bjorn goes flying over your head and he's back here.
Oh, fuck?
Do I land on my feet or am I prone?
Considering you tripped over Locke, you would be prone.
I would like to spend my movement action to stand back up before... Actually, it only takes half my movement to stand up, doesn't it?
It would take your movement action to stand back up, but only half your movement to do so. So you could just run back over to him.
That's what I'm gonna do. No, oh, there.
Okay. So...
Locke.
Alright, so that Arcana check I want to do on that tentacle, can I do that and still be able to cast a spell?
Sure, but I'm going to say that you would not. You would have to spend some constituting of your action on your turn to use the Arcana, so you're not going to be able to move.
That's fine, I don't need to move to do what I want to do. I just want to see if I know what the fuck is up with this tentacle.
Yeah, roll Arcana.
Natural 20 for a total of 25.
Very nice. So I'm gonna. Would you prefer it in Roll20 or in Discord? I'm gonna whisper you a thing.
Discord, so I can refer to it more easily.
There you go.
Huh.
I
Okay.
mean, first part of that is obvious, but you actually I'll add to that because you got a 20. You got a natural 20. There you go.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Fuck all I can do about that, I'm pretty sure, but good to know all the same. So, what I'm going to do is, for the sake of fairness, and for the sake of flipping these guys off for the dicks they are, I am going to cast slow on the entire enemy group. Because they are all within 40 feet of each other, so I can do that.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw or be affected. DC is 15.
And that's for all 4 of them, yeah?
Yeah.
You said DC 15?
Yeah, so only one failure. Damn it.
Okay.
Which one
Yeah.
failed?
Human, not dwarf, so not dwarf. They failed.
The healer.
So, this guy?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
And then just for clarity, that's the one you sent me the DM about, right?
Yes. Locke, you did your slow thing and your Arcana check, so you're staying where you are.
Yep.
And that is to this guy. Hooray. Well, his buddy got a skin tone like that of a fish. He is going to get a skin consistency like that of tree bark, and then turn into a giant spider. I don't have a token for the spider, but I made him bigger, so close enough.
What level are these guys?
A level, apparently. Oh boy.
So no knockback on Geyser. Okay.
Oh, he's a dwarvish spider now.
He's
Yes.
he's a tree spider. Alright, but it is your turn now.
Do. Cat, are you comfortable being in that giant group by yourself?
Snarl! Probably. I mean, if you're worried about like an AoE hitting me or something, I mean, I can take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Entangle.
Ew.
On the 3 with Cad.
Okay.
They have to make a strength saving throw.
All 3 of them?
Yes.
Okay.
What are their bonuses?
Bonus.
Well, actually, I can just sit there and tell you. The 6 and 2 fail, even if
Right.
they did have bonuses.
Right.
The 15
Yeah.
passed. So who is the 15?
It's going to, all of their orders when I roll are going to go him, this one, and then this one, and then that one. So in this particular instance, the elf is slowed but not entangled. The other 2 are entangled.
Okay, that'll be it.
Because he doesn't know what to expect from these guys. He's gonna do that thing that he does. Although they seem to be after Bjorn, but Bjorn can take care of himself. So, hey, Locke. Okay. Now it's a house. No, that is.
This is just going to sit there and do nothing until I say so.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So that is to this one. He is entangled, which is annoying. Entangle will give him disadvantage on attacking, I believe.
Movement is 0. Attack rolls against this creature have advantage, and his attack rolls are disadvantage.
Right.
And they have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Right.
So if anyone has a fireball,
Yeah, he doesn't like that.
if they want to get out, they gotta spend 1 turn and make a strength save. By the way.
Not if they teleport. Misty Step. Boom! And now he's smacking Bjorn.
Well, fuck him.
What an asshole!
I especially feel that this is some foul play, considering I specifically asked my own comrades to make it a one-on-one with me and this guy. And he is not returning that courtesy at all.
Nope. 17, I don't think hit you.
Because apparently there's something to do about revenge.
This is 17
Yes.
doesn't hit Bjorn.
17 does not.
I wouldn't get a smack as he teleports away, right?
Nope. Not from teleporting. And...
Is he no longer entangled? I
He
guess
is,
that's
uh,
locational.
Yep.
Yes, it's locational. Oh. Did Cad need to make a save?
Oh yeah, that's right. Strength save, Cad, you have disadvantage. Or you have advantage, rather.
Because you're raging, so. You're
Oh, yeah,
fine.
29?
Yeah, you're fine. Okay. His extra attack totally missed. It's now Cat's turn.
Yeah, so... Smacking... Totally innocent North person. 20,
20 will hit.
18 damage. And 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
Or 11 more.
Ow. It hurts.
That's my job.
Yeah, is. Okay. This too said elf, and elf is slowed, which is annoying. Okay.
I just realized Cat needs an AoE that crits.
Yeah. So, an action, bonus action, but not both. Slow.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
And no matter what, only one attack, regardless of magical items or abilities.
right. Okay. So, action for their turn is going to be a spell cast, and it is going to be Arms of Hadar.
Right, what does that do?
There is now a 10-foot aura around said person that is, let's put radius circle. It's gonna be purple because that's fun. Boop. It would hit her friend, or their friend rather, but that's fine. Strength save. Strength save from Cad and from her friend. Oh, right. You can't see it.
29.
Yeah. So you will take half damage. Strength on spider. What is strength on spider? Not as high. 11. So, and that is... So you will take half damage because you made the save.
So I take quarter damage if it's physical?
It's not. It's,
Okay.
what is it? Necrotic.
Aw, stinky damage.
Uh-huh. So, yeah.
Okay.
And then he's gonna swing with his crazy weapon of cool that he hasn't done anything cool with yet.
Bjorn's still waiting to be impressed.
19?
No, doesn't hit.
High armor is high. 9 miss, totally. Okay.
And it hits the tentacle.
That would be
Sure.
nice.
Sure.
It
Out of-
launches the dwarf into the tree. Well, what the?
Out of curiosity, how does his weapon look like?
His weapon is fancy. It is like let me see if I can get an image of just it by itself without telling you the name or anything. But it's a fancy looking weapon. It's very ornate. It looks very sharp. And woven almost in its texture. It's like got rope wrapped around it. It's very fancy looking. And there's a gemstone sitting right at the center in the hilt.
And the glowing runes say, Bjorn, take this.
And Bjorn, ever an agreeable fellow, says, "Alright."
Good ass.
Oh, Elf needs to do wisdom save thing to get out of slow. Hopefully get out of slow. Anyway, it is a wisdom save for slow. Yeah.
Yes.
19. That's better. No more slow.
Alright, Bjorn's gonna keep swinging on Blondie here.
Uh-huh.
Get him for another 6 points on that one. And this time I'll go ahead and let him have a Divine Smite. Just a level 1. Second attack.
And that's a miss.
Not as And he finally got his guard up.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, that's gonna do. Bjorn's gonna try to just stay right up on him
Okay. Locke.
for now.
Alright. Well then. I don't like the idea of the enemies having a caster. I also don't like the idea of a giant spider. I also only have one spell slot left.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to roll 1d6. If it's a 1 through 3, I'm gonna fuck up the elf with the purple circle. If it's 4 through 6, I'm going for the spider bitch.
Okay.
Spider bitch it is. I'm casting Blight.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
So that is going to be popped out at 5th level, because all my spells are at 5th level, so he needs to make a Constitution saving throw of DC 15, and he's using the giant spider stat block, I do believe.
Yes, he would be.
And if he fails, that will be 9d8 damage.
That is a fail.
So that is a catastrophic failure.
Oh.
So that is 49 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Ow. I need to math.
So he does a
Is he
Mario
dead?
thing and like shrinks.
Okay. So
Is he dead? Please tell me he's dead. That would make my day.
he's not dead. He's just not a spider anymore. Ow.
Alright. Well, with that, Locke doesn't have a whole lot else he can do, so I'm gonna park him back here behind the wolf and call it a day.
Didn't tell me he was friends with another warlock in Norro.
It's the battlefield. You hear Bjorn laughing. I have many friends.
I have friends.
Friends.
Okay.
I have friends in low places.
Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. So yeah, have I mentioned his friends aren't really friendly to each other, considering that the elf smacked their friend? So,
Please tell me one of them is going to be fucking smart.
what was a spider is now not a spider. Is going to he first has to use it. Yeah, that's annoying. He has to use a strength save to get out of the thing, huh?
Yes.
And doesn't he have disadvantage because of something?
No.
He wouldn't have
No,
disadvantage
okay.
because of anything.
I just vaguely recalled something about them having disadvantage on saving throws because of something someone else did.
They have a disadvantage on dexterity saving throws because of my entanglement.
And nothing I do, at least nothing I do that matters all that much
Nope.
relies on
He's
dexterity.
going to try to get away to run, and he cannot. Okay. Riven,
What?
it is to you.
I
Well, come on!
don't know. I mean, I'm concentrating on the entanglement.
Yeah.
Wait,
Freaking slow on the person that made the tentacle. I mean, the tentacle couldn't attack. Go. Not unless they wanted to spin their
Hey,
turn
hey,
on attacking
what
with the
to
tentacle.
do?
Ugh. Stupid crap. Slow's annoying. Go.
I guess she's gonna sit there and try and be like, last chance, does anyone want to fucking talk like normal people? No? No takers?
How about you drop the spell so that I could just get out of here? Leave it to him. It's all his plan. Says this dwarf over here.
You can just sit your ass right down. Okay? then we're gonna sit there and talk. I'm not gonna sit there and say we're gonna let you get away.
That's quite the conversation to have in 6 seconds.
Yep. Bjorn, do you need help?
I wouldn't mind if this dwarf stabbing me got stabbed.
Very well. She's gonna tuck around the side and just take 2 swings at the dwarf.
Okay.
16?
No.
26.
That'll work.
11.
Okie dokie.
She's gonna whistle at Hollis. Maybe that's it.
Mm-hmm. Bjorn, and this is now talking. He's just Bjorn. What sort of friends did you keep in the past?
Many who are like me, except more violent and vengeful.
Okay.
Nah, we couldn't tell.
So, Oak, you're already trapped in Entangle. So I just know that Cad's not going to necessarily stop fighting just because we are. Cad snap out of it, I hope. He's going to cast up Wind Wall. So that no one on this other side can decide that they want to venture forth to this area between us.
Oh. What did he say to Cad?
He hopes that Cad will calm down.
Like, stop fighting the 2 enemies around me?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean...
That's
not exactly how my rage works, unfortunately.
I know. He knows that. I know that. But he's hoping. Alice.
Alice is gonna come around and take a bite at the dwarf.
Okay.
And pack tactics makes it advantage.
Yes, it does. No.
God damn it. Okay, that's it then.
Okay. So... Inar, do you really want to do this? We seem to be... You seem to be a little bit worse for where some part of you doesn't want to strike this guy. I don't know what you have going on. I don't know what they have going on. I know that this dragon proprietor of yours, benefactor, rather, wrong word. Dragon benefactor wanted you to come here. But do we really know why? And then he will actually hold his hands up and back off.
Sorry, dragon?
Yeah, that's a little alarming, isn't it?
Nah, it's just a peachy day.
Aren't they all?
No, Bjorn, no.
They are what you make of them.
So, yeah.
How are you supposed to be going there?
Snarl!
There you go. And yet somehow in that snarl, I sense wisdom.
Hulk smash! 23.
Ow. Because that's a crit. Out.
And 12 more.
23 and 12. Pain. Okay.
That is also my job.
Yes, we know. Okay. You would not... No one would hear this because it's mumbled, but I'm going to say it anyway for dramatic sakes. First of all, her thingy thing went poof. Her arms of Fedar are gone. Cause that's kind of a
He's
concentration.
no longer wearing a fedora.
her concentration thing is sort of gone. Getting hit that hard. Ow.
The purple circle.
Mhm.
Yay, her fedora's gone. Arms of fedora, or whatever.
Arms of Hadar.
Oh, same thing.
So yeah. Do. I don't think he's gonna stop Anar. But would he strike at a person who's already down on their luck? Hey! He's over here. She's over here now.
What did she make her say?
Teleporty.
Huh?
She teleported through the wind.
Yes, she did.
That's not fair. I was ready to do an attack of opportunity. Okay, fine.
I don't think anyone's gonna like you doing an attack of opportunity. Even though it's as much fun as it could be.
She will teleport over next to Inar, and then she's Inar. Just okay. Do you foreknow someone named Aza? And she will wave her hand, and the tentacle will disappear.
Nice.
Which you do. Aza's the dragon you have a
Yes.
debt to.
That's alarming.
Fucking damn it!
We've been paying her. So what's the
Yes.
issue?
I'm gonna look at Anar like, what the fuck is she talking about?
We were sent to look into why the four of you had sent her fraudulent money.
Fraudulent.
What?
The last batch
I
of platinum that you sent her had fake coins among it.
And rather than ask us, she sent you to kill us.
I'm gonna go kill him. I swear. I'm gonna go hunt him down and I'm gonna kill him.
Just
Because that was my money we sent her.
Was. Yep.
sake. Well,
So what?
so where does that leave us then now?
Well,
Apparently on the bad side of a fucking dragon.
Apparently, although, fuck.
So instead of, being the nice lady that I thought she might be, sent the people to come freaking kill us.
I mean, part of it was a little bit of revenge seeking from me, because Bjorn here abandoned his family, but
Oh,
Nothing.
boo-hoo.
What was I gonna do? Stay in the middle of some ruins? There's other things to be done. No sense living in a graveyard. Besides, Bjorn is aggravated.
Meanwhile, Cad, you will continue smacking, because that's usually how your rage works.
Yeah, I was curious about that. So, I have a dude.
So, while we're all like having our conversation in the background, there's just an angry elephant beating the hell out of this dwarf.
On the other side of a wind wall. Not going to remember any of this wonderful exposition. 21 to hit for 11.
Yeah.
And then a crit for
39.
a lot.
Or no.
32.
32. Yeah.
I like trumpet out in triumph.
Okay.
I'm winning.
Ow.
And he was just like dehydrated by Locke, so.
I mean, yeah, kinda. Riven, do you drop your entangle?
Yes.
Okay.
And he teleports too, because that's why they're a team. The teleporting beards.
So now that Entangle is gone, he is going to. I'm glad he is Circle of the Moon, but he also doesn't
Can he
know how.
outrun me?
Yeah, he's going to make a break to try to get away, but yeah, you would roll an attack of opportunity. Go ahead. He doesn't have a teleport.
14. If a 19 hits.
Yeah, 19 would hit the bird.
So 14.
Yeah, and he is flying away and out of your reach.
Well, I know
Our
he's not getting
counterfeit
any more money
coin-
from me.
And I got a bitch that I gotta go kill now. 2.
Who did you get that money from?
The guy we stole... The guy you stole the hat from.
Gotcha. Well, that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Makes perfect sense. He's an asshole.
It makes sense, but it's rather annoying. Yes.
Indeed.
Yes, well... I gotta go kill him. And then... go hunt this dragon down. Because... can't sit there and fucking be freaking nice and let us know, oh hey, by the way, you still owe me money because some of this is fraudulent.
So, I'm inclined to treat this as a breach of contract.
Meanwhile, in the background, Cad's chasing a bird.
Could someone go get him?
Locke will
Oh.
go over to where a cat is and cast Minor Illusion to create an illusion of a big-ass box in front of his face. With, like, bunnies painted on the front of it.
He just sort of sits down and, like, punches the air passively.
And then you haven't really attacked anything for a bit, so your rage will end.
Off my head. Did we win? Ah!
Yes.
There's a bird. I don't know.
It's complicated.
We've won the battle and found at least 2 more. So, Einar, what are you doing now? You want to keep having it out for vengeance's sake, or...
No. I mean, clearly you got some powerful allies, and Locke wasn't very on my side.
Well, if it's my allies you're worried about, I'll give you a one-on-one.
Can we just not?
Can we not? We tried talking this out.
Yes,
Yes.
we are civil mortal men and women. Let's act like it.
I kind of chuckled, lean towards Einar. They think we're civil.
Right?
You and I.
Or sort of put my hands on my hips. Are you telling me you're not? The guy who's always trying to lift our spirits and throw parties?
Well...
Thought not.
Okay.
Really? Really? Bjorn throwing parties now?
Yes, well, I couldn't help it. Things were so dour, I needed to have some fun. And once I indulged in my taste for parties, I found I was quite good at them. Also, I found this, and I hold up the decanter of endless ale.
Oh dear God, there's gonna be 2 of them.
I would like to use Awakened Mind to say to Bjorn, geyser him. Like, you wanna
I
see something
mean-
cool? Sure, geyser.
It does do damage. I don't know. I don't want to restart combat, but I will do fountain on him. 5 gallons of ale.
Now that's a magical piece of gear. Now, where did
The
you
finest
find
treasure. It was, oddly, it was a little bit on the ground. Nobody seemed to be taking care of it. I guess it's mine now.
Make a deception check.
What sort of check you said?
Deception.
Alright.
I legitimately do not remember where we got where you
The
got it.
genie.
Yep, a 19.
Okay. Alright. One's man's trash is another man's treasure, I suppose.
Indeed.
And then
So,
the elf behind him is just, so what, they're friends now? Well, we're friends now? How's this work?
hell,
Is she, are they saying this out loud
Yes.
to everyone? They're simple-minded creatures. Just.
we have fought side by side many times in the past. A little grudge can't break such a bond. Just needed to work it out of his system.
Right, so, just for my own clarity of mind, because it was all kind of chaotic there for a second and I wasn't totally paying attention to the conversation until just a second ago. Dragon, counterfeit money, details?
Einar, you're the one she hired to kill us?
Well, okay. So, I had a debt to her myself. One that I would not want to discuss at the moment, but I was working for her and doing various things for her, as was most of my friends here, though for differing reasons. And she, for all the niceties that she is supposed to have, she enjoys a good bounty. And when someone does something that displeases her, she will send someone to rough them up. Not necessarily to kill. I haven't actually killed anyone not deserving of it in quite a while at this point. But if the money that you sent to her was really not intended to be fraudulent from your own sake, then it seems that she is incorrect in her assumptions.
Wow, a dragon making a mistake. Who would have thought that was fucking possible? Silver's going to be livid.
Why would
I'm-
Silver be livid?
And
She
a
has a...
And Oak speaks up, and a silver dragon too.
Yeah, Silver's horny for dragons. Anyway,
What?
I don't mean that I don't mean that literally. She just
You
really
find
like...
the weirdest companions, Locke.
I give Riven the longest deadpan stare, and then I just point at her. And then I point at me, and then I point at Oak, and then I point at Bjorn, and then I point at the fucking dog, and I say, "This is not news!"
I'm sorry, I think I'm quite normal.
This
This is why I live in the freaking
Woods.
This is why I freaking live in the woods.
And
Don't-
that's
go-
normal. Okay. I turn back to Einar.
What is wrong with living in the woods?
And then the elf speaks up in this conversation since it's out loud, and it's just, personally I prefer the sea, but that's just me.
Give me a
Sea is
quiet
pretty
library
good.
with a book and I'll be fine. Well then.
How do you think books are made? By trees!
I mean, true.
I just...
Turbo.
Where do you think you get the leather for the books? By animals in the forest.
I am...
Anyway,
So, I know that one of the effects of thaumaturgy is to make a voice boom up to 3 times louder. Can I use the inverse of that to make her voice 3 times quieter?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is that a thing the Dungeon Master will let me do?
well, no, not really. No.
No, it's just...
That seems a little out of the wheelhouse of it, I think. Alright. So, if we want to sit and talk, we can sit and talk. I would not recommend rushing and attacking a full-blown adult dragon.
Well, no, I wasn't going to.
Especially considering...
I am!
And who was the one talking about not wanting to fight for simply vengeance?
What?
Well, in this...
I'm merely saying, I can speak to her, I can tell her that your money that you sent was not...
We can talk to her ourselves. Okay. Where are you?
I'm right here, Riven.
Send her this
Yeah,
message.
so-
It's just like a lot of
There was a
profanity.
bit of a... So there was like just a circle jerk of mistakes made on all sides of this equation. We didn't properly check the funds we were sending, and then she jumped the gun and tried to have us beaten up, which we are understandably not happy about.
How are we supposed to check to see if the funds were fake?
I mean, you do have a secretary.
That and would Locke know of any like conventional means that like a regular person could do to check if like a coin is fake or not, like biting it or whatever?
I mean, that would be the standard go-to, would just to be biting it. But to...
I don't know like if that would apply to other types of coins outside of like gold or copper or something though. That's what I was asking.
I mean, it could be something that would be done. And since Cad in particular is a person who worked as an office secretarial labor type situation, I would say that he would be able to do things with advantage and whatnot to just ascertain whether or not a funding was fake or metal was fake or not exactly fully up to code, so to speak. He would be capable of doing that.
Alright.
When he's not punching at the air and sitting on the ground.
So, who's up for a trip to Rydell?
I would be all for that later. For now, I say we stay on task and deal with the Norro shit.
Oh, and let him get away for getting fraudulent money up?
No, absolutely not. But there is a priority list here. The guy working for the evil Fey princess who's trying to screw us all over is a bit more important than an asshole con man. He will get his comeuppance. We will give him his comeuppance when the time is right. For now, I feel like it would not be the wisest decision to forego our main objective just to go kick this one dude's ass out of spite. That seems grossly irresponsible, and I'm 17. I should not have to be explaining this.
Besides, when we do go to seek our vengeance, we will come across as far more intimidating if we are covered in the viscera of our other slain enemies.
I mean, I don't know if they'll let us into the city if we're covered in blood and guts, but I mean, that is also a point.
Oh, they'll let you in. You just have to give them the right look.
Still the same old Bjorn. Even after
Right,
all.
okay.
So where are
Speaking
you guys?
speaking of, how the hell do you two know each other, and what's the story here?
Well, you've gathered that my tribe was one of raiders.
Yes, I've pieced that one together over time.
Well, irony of ironies, we got raided ourselves. Einar and myself were among the survivors and set out on a quest for vengeance. I never got around to finding the ones that did it. Kept turning up dead ends and dead bodies, like I said earlier, so eventually I moved on to other things. And we went our separate ways. I suppose someone was bitter about that. Give him a dirty look.
Uh, different people have different responses to the same circumstance.
You're working as a bounty hunter now.
Well, it makes things more interesting.
Bounty hunters. A bounty hunter. A perfectly respectable line of work until they're coming for you. Then they're just cunts.
I mean,
Not wrong.
yeah, I got no strong counter argument to that.
It's like, oh, you're a bounty hunter. That's cool. Oh, you're hunting me? You asshole. I like it.
Alright. So, exactly where are you going to?
Map.
You mentioned that you had a prior target to your rather annoying source of silver previously, so, or gold rather, platinum.
Platinum.
There we go. Yeah.
To the Mundane Groves.
Mundane Grove. Do you have anything?
Why? What's it do ya?
Well, and this is particular the dwarf in the fur that had turned into a freaking spider.
Oh, he turned into a spider and then he turned into a bird to get away.
Yeah, he came back when the elephant calmed down.
Sorry.
I get it. Sure. Exactly. Wait. You're not a Caverton guard, are you?
Yes.
I thought you were a secretary.
I'm better at that. Yeah. I'm. Yeah.
So you're
I
not a
wasn't-
guard.
I wasn't a good guard.
Oh, okay.
You're not in a... Okay, whatever. Here's my question. If you're going to this, grove...
Do you have a faster means of getting there?
I would,
What? Spit it out.
considering how we got here. In the first place.
What?
Do any of you, I'm assuming based on your actions and your demeanor, that you may know what this forest looks like? Can you describe it?
Have you not been there?
Me, myself? No. All of us, he points to, like, Enar and the rest of them, all of us were usually from Ibon. We came down here.
Then I don't... Please explain. Why do I need to explain? There's trees and snow.
If you can describe the area, then I can scry on it. If I can scry on it, I can see it. If I can see it, I can take you there.
What?
Does she not know magic? Looks at...
She really, really doesn't. It is extremely frustrating.
And yet you cast up Entangle.
I just wanted you guys to sit the fuck down.
Right.
This is not a conversation that will get anywhere. Trust me, I have tried and I have failed many a time. Not worth it.
Hey, you said our conversation was good.
It was! That doesn't mean it went anywhere.
I mean, I kind of learned something from it. Like, there's these planes. I know because I've been to one of them.
Right, okay. So, you have never traveled by way of a tree, then? I guess.
Oh, I have.
Oh, well, you have. Then you know how that spell works.
Yes. No. All she did was touch the tree and it kind of ripped open and there was this like whooshiness of like the bark curling in on itself and then we just kind of stepped through and we were in a new place. Like we had to pretty much like run through to get, so we didn't get hurt or anything. You know, like squish.
I gesture a Riven in a ta-da manner.
What?
like Locke is like presenting Riven like, this is our ranger, ladies and gentlemen. Just gesturing at her like that with his hands, like. You like kind of jazz hands it a bit, just like.
Like that Will Smith image.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't picturing Will Smith. There's like a very specific meme image I'm thinking of, but I can't actually remember the specifics. I don't think it was Will Smith.
There's a picture of Will Smith that was like, and they're presenting his like wife. I have no clue what's going on between him and his wife right now.
I have no idea what's going on with him at all. I just stopped paying attention to celebrities when I was born. Honestly, yeah, exactly like that. I didn't remember it being Will Smith, but yeah, it's exactly like that. Ox just doing that to Riven as she's talking about this tree spell.
Eventually, she's just gonna sit there and like look at Locke for a minute and be like, "What are you doing?"
Nothing.
Okay.
Carry on.
You're weird. You're weirder than I remember.
I've been hanging out with people enough that it's just kind of started coming out of me.
Well, that's not going to get us anywhere, as you said. Regardless, I was going to offer up an olive branch to apologize for the outright attack that we seem to have, by way of giving you closer to your goal. But if that's not something that we could easily do at the moment...
What?
If you're going to make your conversations with Aza, you're going to explain to her that it was not your intent, and I guess we could just go back to a bond.
I want an apology.
I mean, I would love that too, but I'm not sure it would be the best idea to ask for that.
I want an apology, damn it. If I can't go kill someone, I want an apology.
Are there any animals around?
Aza?
Like little animals like a rabbit or a mouse or something?
Oh no. Don't you dare pull that on me.
Like like a little lanky, sickly looking thing, you know. Mangy. Anything?
Do you want to find a not in a good spot animal?
Did you do illusion?
I'm just looking around to see if there's like a rat or something anywhere within
Roll survival.
Didn't you do an illusion?
I made an illusion of a box in front of Cat's face.
And you can't make an illusion of like an animal?
I mean, theoretically I could, but I don't know if that would really be all that satisfying for you. Anyways, 20 on survival.
Okay. So you wanted it, you have it. Not so healthy squirrel. I don't know.
Okay. I will. Is it within 30 feet?
It's probably not going to be near the combat, so it's probably on a tree about 50 feet away, I would say.
Then never mind. I will just create a minor illusion and make it a small version of the dragon that we are currently annoyed with.
Okay.
Fuck is that?
I will just hold it there, sort of floating in the air in front of her, and be like, just thwack it.
What?
Look, you want to kill something, thwack the dragon.
I want to kill the dude.
Which... I'm sorry, I'm confused. What do you want to kill?
The guy that gave the gnome that... Is it a gnome?
Yes.
It's the gnome that gave me the fucking money for the gem that I used to pay the 6... What was it? I can't remember how much I gave you.
Okay, I will change. Okay, I will change the dragon into the gnome then.
You Locke never actually saw the gnome. You didn't go into the store.
Oh.
You can make a gnome.
This is the gnome that is related to Gretchen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will take what I remember of Gretchen, and I will make a gnome, a guy gnome that looks vaguely like her, except the most irritatingly smug, dickish look you can possibly have. Like, just the biggest red cheeks, the puffed out lower lip that causes his whole mouth to just turn up into this sickeningly smug smirk, slicked back red hair, just the worst furrowed brow, maybe a little mole on one cheek, a little tuft of a beard coming out of his chin. I have no idea if that's what he actually looks like, but I'm just creating something really, really fucking punchable.
Sure.
The fuck?
I never actually saw the guy who fucked us up. Punch this.
My goodness.
What?
Inar just sort of looks at Bjorn's like, the company you keep, huh?
The people on this continent are of a strange constitution. But with enough ale, you get used to it.
Right. I have to have some of that before we leave. Really? I want to go home.
You have an empty mug on you?
And then he will rummage through his gear and he will have an empty mug. Sure.
Bjorn fills it from the endless decanter.
So is Riven going to punch the illusion or not?
No, she's very confused at what you're doing.
So Kadruil uses the entertainment hat and turns into the likeness of the dude since I've seen him, right?
You have, yeah.
I turn into his likeness, but I guess I can't change size, so I'm a very big version of him. Like this guy.
Okay, now that I know what the bastard looks like, I alter my illusion to look like him. I just keep changing this fucking illusion.
The layers of contrivance.
I think Oak is just like, okay, I don't think this is going to get us anywhere.
No, I...
She knows that she does not necessarily know what the illusion is, but she knows that that's not him because he wasn't here before. She's not stupid. So,
I will finish off the minor illusion by making it look like the gnome pops like a cherry in a shower of blood and gore before disappearing.
Random confetti sound effect.
I'm going to gesture at the dissipating illusion like, I was going to have that happen when you punched him for catharsis, and then I'm going to start walking.
Alright, so...
I was trying to be creative and it just fell flat.
I understand.
It's fine. It makes sense. It's fine. It's a great exchange regardless. And the other adventuring party, or the bounty hunters, as it were, they will stick to talking amongst the... In particular, Inar is going to be talking to Bjorn for a bit, but after a time, if it's clear that you guys are going to continue on with your journey and whatever else, then they're just going to disappear into a tree. You will continue on making your way through the paths, or through the northern areas of Gradiriel. Oak will spend a little bit of time making sending a message to Other, because that's gonna be fun.
So Reverend's just in the ground like, have you sent the message? I need you to specifically say these words. I need her to understand. She fucked up.
The words that she needs to understand is that.
I'm sure, like, Riven's like adding other profanities to it.
Okay.
You said sending a message to who?
Azza,
The
the dragon.
Oh, okay.
This is interesting because it's not a... It's sort of a persuasion check of sorts that Riven is making through Oak.
I would say give advantage to Oak. Or disadvantage to Oak. Because of all the curse words.
That's sort of what I was thinking, yeah.
No, but
Seems-
I know Riven has a question for Oak afterwards.
That's probably what I'm going to do here. I'm going to roll a disadvantage persuasion for Oak. Wait a minute. Hold on. Does Oak have... No, he does not. I was going to see if Oak randomly had guidance. But he does not. So, yay for being a bard, I guess. Only he had like silver tongue. Boop. Oh, okay, not bad. 19 with disadvantage. Random plus 7. Bard. Yeah. So he will sort of speak to Ozza briefly. You will not hear the message that he sends because sending is all internal. And he will. Okay. Well, he sort of grimaces a little bit at the end of it, and he's all right. Well, that gone better. That went better than I thought it might have. Surprisingly.
Did she apologize? Did she say the words, I am sorry?
Yes,
Oak,
Riven.
deception check.
Yes, Riven. She did.
Insight check. She believes him.
Oh yeah, she definitely believes him. Considering Oak rolled a deception check that I put invisible too. By the way, Oak's bonus is higher than what she rolled.
What'd he roll though?
A 23.
Oh jeez.
Anyway. So
Okay,
yeah,
I'm slightly satisfied now. Slightly.
more satisfied than what you were.
Yes.
So beyond that, you will. You said you had a question for Oak. Was it specifically the dragon?
No,
Was that your question, or did you have something else?
something else.
Okay.
But she would probably ask him once we settle down for camp.
Right.
So.
So you're going to continue on, and you will make your way to make your way a little bit further, and you will prepare for setting up camp for the night again. Does anyone have anything other than the obvious question of what Riven had something to say to Oak? Does anyone else have anything they want to do in the night?
I can't think of anything.
Stuff we're doing at night? Nah.
Like, Locke's happy to chat if someone decides they want to talk to him, but at the moment he's content to keep to himself as per the usual.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Riven, you said you had something for Oak.
Could he send a message to Cal?
He could.
Just check in with her.
Alright.
Because Riven has a look of, it's just like, she's like, not really sheepish about asking him, it's just like, she misses Cal. It's clear.
Right. Especially with somebody having familiar magic.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Alright. Yeah. So he's like, yeah, I can send her a message for you. Would you like me to just to say checking in or anything specific?
Just checking in to see how she's doing.
Alright. You know, in all the craziness that's been going on, I think the last time I actually spoke to Yang was just before we made it up to Yukiegi. So.
You doing okay?
She hasn't found anything. But okay, I'll check in.
Thank you.
And he will sort of close his eyes and speak for send out the sending message. Yeah. And Oak is he comes back out of the sending message and he seems worried.
Mm-hmm. Did you get in touch with her?
I did.
She okay?
Cal is fine. But she lost...
There's a but.
Yeah. She's lost sight of Yang.
I mean, Yang could be pretty sneaky when she wants to be.
Yeah, that's what she's good at. She's, Cal's currently trying to focus on investigating and looking into if something had happened to Yang.
Did she say where they're at?
They're not exactly close to here. They're back down towards, like, Caverton and Rydale. They're much further south than we are currently. Actually, she said that they're near the Cursed Hills. But I mean, I'm worried about her. But like you said, Yang's sneaky. She can handle herself pretty well.
You can... Like, are you able to talk to someone one more time, or no, for today?
Not tonight.
Well, tomorrow morning, see if you can try to reach out to Yang and check in on her.
Yeah.
She can probably tell you why she's being all sneaky. You know, sneaky.
Yeah, I might need to do that.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm going to sleep now.
Oak would just smile. I was like, yeah, let's do that. And the group will bed down for the night. Oak is first. Watch with Bjorn. Hooray. Bjorn, roll insight.
Oop.
Okay,
9.
Okay, never mind. 9. It's mine.
What's with
Perception.
the 9 insight?
Because I was wagering that Cal wanted to keep the Riven wanted to keep the conversation about Cal private between the two of them, yeah?
Well... I mean, she's clear, like, she's missing someone, but...
Yeah, but she wanted to keep that sort of on the down low, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was venturing a guess that Bjorn and no one else in the party would have been privy to that conversation. So the insight was to see if Bjorn could pick up on Oak being worried about something. With a 9, no. So let's do perception checks, people.
Perception.
Alright.
24, 18, 15, 12, 28, 19. Wow. Everybody's perceptions was fairly high. Or at least above average anyway. So, yeah. You will bed down for the night. Oak and Cat are first. Or, Oak and Bjorn are first. And he's just sort of remaining quiet. He's not really talked much. No one's really talked much during watches anyway. But he's remaining quiet and sort of looking about, and he's sort of looks up.
Audibly grunts.
Yeah, pretty much, and then looks up. Great. Bjorn, he will see something in the sky that he will indicate better for Bjorn. There's another harpy up there, way the heck up there.
Way the heck up, huh?
It's a strong distance away, but he helped you to sort of see it. You sort of gotten wind that there was like something in the air flying around, like shadow wise, with your 18 perception. But with his 28, he's like, "Yep, that's another harpy."
Well, what do we do about that?
Well, Bjorn the character was here, but Bjorn the player was not. In last session, there was a exchange when what Sam was talking about, where you had spoken to goblins that had come from Riven's town. They had learned that the tribe that was in Riven City was working with harpies. And based on getting that information, Locke had made the comment of, next time you see a harpy in the air, you're going to try to blast it out of the air. See if you can get anything out of it.
Try to
It's
blast
way
it
the
out of
heck
here,
up
huh?
It is...
How high is way the heck up?
You're probably looking at a good, like, 200, 300 feet.
Probably not going to reach her with my sword, then.
Yeah, no. Not your sword.
And I can't fly anymore. Misty Step doesn't go far enough, even if I could just teleport into midair.
I feel like you could theoretically teleport into midair with spells that allow you to teleport. It just wouldn't do you much good because you just instantly fall.
Yeah, if I could teleport high enough to be above it, I could try to grab it on the way down, but it's a 30-foot range, and I'd run out of spell slots before I got that high.
Yeah. You need somebody with Dimension Door. Dimension Door.
Yeah,
could pull
that would work.
Dimension Door could pull that off.
Just
That's
throw
another
somebody
thing.
really small high up in the air. Blah!
It will go like 20 feet.
The question that I then have to that is, does Bjorn or Oak, more specifically Bjorn, does Bjorn want to make the choice to wake up the others to tell them that there's a really high harpy in the air currently? Or perhaps give notice that it's happening, and maybe the harpy will get lower or move closer between now and the rest of the night? Because this is the earlier part of the watches.
That's a good point.
It's flying back. It's flying past, or it's hovering.
It's sort of it's mostly seems from the distance that you guys have got. It's sort of seems to be it's not getting any closer, but it's actually not looking like it's traveling either. So closer to hovering, I suppose, or more like
Maybe
vulture
doing like
style.
circles.
Yeah.
Well, how about for now, we pretend we haven't noticed it, see if it comes closer. If not, we let the next guard shift know.
Yep.
Eventually, it will do something stupid.
Alright, so next watch comes around, and that will be Cad and Locke. With the help of them pointing it out, you guys would notice the harpy as well, and it is actually keeping pace. Now it seems to be something about it seems off, because it's not leaving. Before, it would be around for like one person's watch and then just leave. This time it's not.
Huh. How far away is it?
by the time your next watch comes up, it has went from like 200 to 300 to about 150, 200. It descended a little.
Okay. So it's within range of my light crossbow, were I so inclined.
Mm-hmm. What's the range on Eldritch Blast?
120 feet.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would absolutely use that, because then I could just blast both of its wings.
Wait, what's the range did you say it was at?
Currently it is just
Like
somewhere
150
between,
to 200 feet, right?
yeah, somewhere between 150 to 200.
So it's out of range of
Oh.
Eldritch Blast.
Mm.
Well, I will have my crossbow out, but like just have it like resting in my lap.
Normal crossbow?
Yeah, I have a light crossbow. I've had that thing for a long fucking time. I just never use it because Eldritch Blast does more damage and has a higher chance to hit. The advantage of the light and I can cast it more than once in a single round. The light crossbow just has better range, is why I'm pulling it out at all.
Right, okay.
So what I will do is I will pull out the light crossbow, but I won't like make myself look like I'm ready for like a battle or anything. I'll just like have it out just idly, just like resting in my lap as I'm sitting there keeping watch, and just periodically cast a nonchalant glance up at it to see if it's any closer.
Okay.
What's the range of a light crossbow?
According to the thing, it's like it says 80/320.
So up to 320 at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, hey, I could actually theoretically hit with that. Eldritch Blast just craps out after 120 feet, so.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So
I'm keeping an eye on it.
you're keeping an eye on it. It does not appear to be descending any closer, although it is remaining in the air. It's just not doing anything other than circling.
I wonder how long is our watches, generally speaking?
Watches, I do believe, are
3 hours each?
yeah, about 3 hours each or so, something like that.
Because we need 8 hours for a long rest.
Okay. All right. In that case, what I'm thinking I'll do is
And I should point out it is actually Locke. Roll me nature.
it'd be a lot more handy if it was survival because I have points in that. 17.
Yeah. Sort of thinking about that now. Even if it wasn't watching you, it is extremely odd that it is remaining in the air for over you and circling for so long. Normally, a creature like that would get fatigued after several hours of doing such a thing.
All right. Well, in that case, on the last hour of my watch, like just before it's time to shift the watch over to the next person, I would like to expend a spell slot to cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I can ritual cast that, apparently.
You could.
So I will. In the last 10 minutes of my watch, I will ritual cast Unseen Servant so I don't blow that spell slot. And I will conjure up Jeffrey.
That was Bob.
I don't remember. It's literally been years since I've used the spell.
This one's Jeffrey. The other one's Bob. This is Jeffrey.
Sure. It doesn't matter. It's just he's an invisible, mindless, shapeless force that performs simple tasks at my command.
Right.
And the task I give him for the next hour: observe the harpy. If it descends within 100 feet, poke whoever is currently on watch in the back of the neck. Or rather, come poke me in the back of the neck and wake me up.
That might be smarter, considering who's on last watch.
Yeah, so it's like stand next, just like it's a formless thing. So just like float in the doorway. If the harpy gets too close, wake me up and then just dispel.
How long does it?
Does it take concentration?
I don't think Unseen Servant is concentration. Let me double check.
And what's its duration?
Duration is 1 hour, so it'll only be like for an hour, but I mean, hey, it's an extra layer for at least a little bit. And no, it is not concentration.
Well, still, will it still be up even after you're unconscious?
It's not concentration, so I'm assuming so.
It would, yeah.
He's just only around for an hour.
Okay.
The
He
thing,
can't do much. He only has a single hit point.
the thing is, though, like Unseen Servant could perform simple tasks, and for the entire duration, you can continually tell it to do various different things. And sort of like an undead creature or something, if it's told to do something and doesn't get any input on it otherwise, it's going to continue to do that something until it runs out. So, in this particular instance, to tell it to keep an eye on the harpy and to keep watch on the harpy, does the Unseen Servant get stats of any kind?
The Unseen Servant does have a couple basic things. Let's see here. It has an AC of 10, 1 hit point, a strength of 2. It doesn't list any other stats. It's mindless, so... Excuse me. I can literally only do what I tell it to do, really, so I just tell it to just wake me if the thing gets too close while it's still active. I'm hoping.
Sure. Give me an Arcana roll.
Okay. Just to like see if I can MacGyver the spell into doing that.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit out of the wheelhouse.
No.
Well, you think it might work.
Okay.
So yeah, you do that, and then Riven comes up for your next watch. And you're on the last watch with Hollis.
Okay.
And I will notify Riven about the harpy and that I have an unseen servant who's going to be loitering somewhere over my sleeping form like a creepy weirdo for the next hour.
I thought we were supposed to shoot it down and question it.
It's not quite close enough for that to be reliable, and I don't want to run the risk of it.
She slowly pulls out her longbow.
I mean, if you can bring it down with a single shot, be my guest. I was just worried it might be a good idea to wait for it to get a little closer before we do anything, otherwise it might fly off and we miss our chance, and they know to be more careful.
What's the range on a longbow?
150 to 600.
Oh, wow. So it's actually within that realm for you to be able to make that shot without any kind of disadvantage then, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I also have a thing called Ensnaring Strike.
Ah! Ah!
Dark is making noises of disgust, and I love it because that means we caught him.
Well, I
The thing
would
is, I would like to have advantage, but the thing is, there's no one awake to give me advantage.
here's the thing.
Is it a flying goblin?
No, it's flying. I mean, it's a harpy. I've said it's a harpy. It is a harpy.
Oh,
But here's the problem. Riven
What?
wants to catch it.
Yeah.
So you doing Ensnaring Strike makes perfect sense.
Right.
Now, there's a very important point.
It's high up.
It's high
You'll
up.
take fall damage. You'll take fall damage.
If you strike it with Ensnaring Strike and it works, you're just gonna kill it. Because you're gonna grab it, ensnare it, restrain it, plumb it dead.
That is if the ensnaring works.
If the ensnaring works.
'Cause-
Mage Hand would not be able to stop a fall like that, would it?
No.
It can only carry 10 pounds. We would need many Mage Hands for that to work.
Yeah, the target would need to make a strength saving throw in order to not be entangled.
Pretty much the only way that thing would survive the fall damage is if it fell right on the blanket of fortitude. It's a pillow fort.
Not really.
Not for that kind of thing, it's not.
Softer landing the dirt.
Softer landing doesn't matter when you reach terminal velocity. So, are you going to try to do this?
I don't know. I'm still sitting here talking to Locke about it, so it's just like she's just sitting there holding her bow, like I can make the shot.
I mean, do what you do best, I guess. I mean, I'm willing to bet that thing's spying on us, so even if we can't question it, if you shoot it down, at the very least, no more spying.
How long has it been flying?
Longer than it should.
Is it just doing circles in like a particular spot, or is it actually doing a circle around us?
It's doing a circle in the generalized area of where you are. So it is like.
Is it going to round us, or is it just doing a circle and it's like at a distance away from us? Is what I'm saying. Like if it's doing a circle, it means it's looking at something which on the ground there. But if it's like circling us, it's watching us.
For Riven knowing things about being a hunter and how hunters work, it would appear to her as if it is doing more of the latter. It is circling you. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, she'll take a shot and she'll cast Ensnaring Strike on it.
Roll an attack roll.
Hold on, let me see something. No, I just want to cast it at first level. Doing that. And then car, longbow. Does a 12 hit?
Yes, it does.
And now strength save.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, damage. 3!
Woo. 3 damage.
Oh, and I also need a 1d6. Oh, when it's restrained, never mind.
When it's restrained, what? While restrained by the spell.
While restrained, target takes 1d6 piercing at the start of each of its turn.
So, someone... How long does it take to fall 200 feet?
That is an amazing question. I
It
will Google
might
it.
be a couple of rounds, or at least 2 rounds.
Let's see here. According to this, the amount of time you spend in free fall is quite simple to calculate. It's like this is like after you've already reached terminal velocity. 1 second to fall 200 feet. That said, it does take a bit of time to accelerate to that. So,
So it would still hit the ground within its turn.
if what I'm reading here is at all right, it would be just over 3 seconds to fall 200 feet.
Okay, so they're not restrained by the Ensnaring Strike, but I can still shoot again and
You do have to attack.
The amount of time you spend in free fall takes on average 1 second to fall 200 feet.
yeah, I do have another one, and my Ensnaring Strike will still be up because it's concentration, and it'll...
Yeah.
So...
You know what? If we're doing this, I'd like to shoot at it too with my crossbow. Aiming for a wing. Just to knock it out of the sky.
That's a fail.
That's
That
very
is what
well.
that is.
Okay. So, Locke, you're going to strike.
I'm pretty sure I have disadvantage on this because it's further
would.
than 80 feet. So
You hit
it's
it.
15. Okay.
Or, no. You're going to go for a wing, you said?
Well, ideally,
Hold on. Let me double check a thing. I looked this up before.
It's like... Call charts are like a lot harder.
I'm aware.
So... So you made a 15. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that still hits on the cold shot. And you did 6 damage.
Yep.
Blah blah blah. Let's see, where is the... Okay, so you fire and you totally hit it. Riven has fired at it with ensnaring strike and hit, but it sort of breaks away from the vines and stupidness, and it breaks its circle and it just leaves.
Like it just disappears?
It doesn't disappear. It flies away and flies to the east.
Huh. Assuming you shooting it and the
What
wind
is-
didn't bring it down?
What is...
What is what?
So, him shooting in the wing didn't bring him down?
Nope.
How far does it get? Because at this point, I'm probably at disadvantage if I shoot again.
It would have a flying speed of 40, run 80, so 200 becomes closer to 280.
Still within my range.
You could try again.
Disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay.
4 damage and make another strength check. Still passes. God,
I mean, you could try again.
yeah, because I have another shot. 14 hit.
14 will hit.
So far, he's taken 8 damage.
Oh, he's taken more than 8 damage. He's took 8 plus the 6 would be 14, and then
Plus 3.
Yep.
Oh. She just sits there and yells, "Yes! I got it!"
Okay, so it's falling now?
It is
Yes.
falling now.
Let's
Should
go
we-
get our trophy.
Sure, yeah. All right.
Hollis fetch. Like a water dog.
Bam!
Oof. Isn't there like a cap on the damage you can take from fall damage?
Is there?
Not taking, but I know there's a cap where if you're over your max hit points when you go under 0, you're straight dead.
20d6 is what I saw on a forum as well.
Yeah.
No, it's a lot higher because I remember this shout out to like Critical Role of when Keela jumped off the 1,000-foot cliff.
Yeah, I remember
She
that.
ended up thinking like,
Yeah, and I remember the reason I bring it up is because I remember seeing in the comments someone pointing out that like that wouldn't have happened according to something in the rule book. We can
Yeah.
ignore it if we like. We're like I'm
The-
not
the-
into all
yeah.
kind of rules
The-
lawyer.
the-
I'm just
the-
confirming whether or not we're doing that or not.
The ruling on fall damage is at raw, as written, the max damage that you can take from fall is 20d6s, which is in fact a capped out damage at a 200-foot fall.
All right. Okay.
Which is
And
where
that
she
is
was
how
at.
much. Okay, so the harpy's probably dead.
The harpy is very
probably
dead.
on card. Did
Oh,
it
here-
reach its max hit points after 0?
Yeah, it did. Because it took 8. It just took 68. It took damage before that, and its HP's 38.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh,
My
yeah.
question then is, does our cleric have a spell with which he can commune with dead?
He should?
Because if he does, that might be useful. I'm pretty sure harpies are intelligent.
They are.
Then yeah, we could ask this harpy, what the fuck you doing out here, bitch?
Yeah, but it can lie.
It can. But I mean, asking the question and hearing it lie is better than just killing it and not hearing any potential answers at all.
Yeah.
There is a problem with that.
Oak doesn't like dead things.
Oak does
Right.
not has issues with that, and because he's got levels of Bard, he's not quite high enough level to get speak with dead.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And if he had it, he would not prepare it.
Understood.
um,
It's a
Well,
good
let's
thought,
just
but I
go.
gotcha.
Let's just go fetch our trophy and bring it back to camp,
Alright.
okay.
and off we march.
Off you march to about a little less than 80 feet away because, you striked it as it was starting to move because, distance and math and things. So,
Momentum, inertia, kinetic energy,
all that
the
fun stuff.
potential energy death of the universe. I don't know.
So you make your way over to it, and you will find your harpy corpse. Not in the best shape. Wing broken, covered in vines. It's basically, you know how you sort of throw a bola at something, and you wrap around it, and you trap its legs. Yeah, do that, and now have all the limbs be broken and backwards.
Oof. Once we come up to it, I'm going to cast Detect Magic and give its carcass a look.
Okay.
Riven's head is on a swivel, just to see if there's anything else out here. 25. Ooh, 25.
Oh, nice perception, 25. You're doing this while the rest of the group is asleep.
Yes.
Yep.
That's why Riven is like, I'm looking for any other beings out here that would have seen this bird go down.
So, yeah, you will inspect your trophy, and you will do your 25 perception. You do not get the sense that there's anything around.
I had to Detect Magic on it.
You did do a detect magic on it. There is a we have done shenanigans before with your detect magic, giving you a residue of a effect or a spell that had been recent but was not currently active, kind of a situation.
Yeah.
So you get that sense here. There was a spell that was going on this harpy that is currently off. It's not on the harpy anymore, but the residual effects of the spell are still there.
What was the school?
Divination.
Alright, so if I were to crack a guess, I would say someone was watching us through this harpy, which would be deeply concerning. Regardless, it's dead now, so
Say it all out loud.
yeah, that's why I'm doing the voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, let's take it back to camp.
Alright.
It's
I'm not
rather-
entirely
it's-
sure what
it's
we're- I'm not
rather
entirely sure
light.
what we're going to do with it, but alright.
It's rather light, so that's easy. I mean, it's a bird person. I'd imagine it's not going to weigh any more than 70 pounds, tops. So, yeah. Riven, you can very easily, with your strength score, be able to heft it up and pick it up.
Catch it. Okay.
Or if Hollis is with you, Hollis can carry it. Either way.
Yeah, Hollis is just dragging it like, hey, I got a new toy.
Okay. Then you will return to camp. Everyone else at camp is still asleep.
So, what are we doing with this body?
No, just showing them showing the others hey, we had a visitor last night.
I mean, we could just say that, but alright.
I don't know. Maybe we could use it for bait for something. I don't know.
Locke just shrugs.
Alrighty. So, unless there's anything else that you guys have, that is where your ending of the night is going to be.
Okay.
Where do you leave said harpy corpse?
Outside of the camp.
Okay. So, in the morning, everyone else will wake up at the end of the watches and everything else. And Bjorn and Oak, you will see that there is, just on the outskirts of camp, more or less, there is a corpse of a harpy.
Who got the kill?
I did.
Nice.
I helped, but she got the kill.
I produce mugs of ale and pass them around.
It is morning, good sir.
Yes, it is. Time for breakfast.
It is a good morning now.
Yes.
And, you know what? It's, lovely, it's morning, let's have ale. Note, I'm just going to say that that's where we're going to end the night.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
Things went a little different than what I was intending them to do, but that's fine.
Were you not expecting us to talk out that combat encounter?
I was expecting things to get a little bit more interesting with the combat encounter at the very least. Like, much like what would happen with the other bounty hunter party that was from the NPC player, the streamy chat people, or the streamer people, they got horrible rolls, and I ended the combat sooner because it was not working, and they're intelligent people. So, much like Sam, Riven's like, you're outnumbered, back down. They are more combat-centric people. So they were going to fight regardless of that. But then when it was very immediate that they were not going to have anything go their way, no, they're not going to continue fighting. They're not stupid.
We gotta track Reiner down and take that sword from him now, though. This is a really nice stat block for it.
It does. It's a very interesting blade, that's for sure. But anywho, you will. We will end it there. Let's see. This has been Shadows of Gradiriel. Yeah. I can say my own world's name. Sure.
Once more with feeling.
Shush. Next time shall be done by David. Sure.
Next time, our heroes will continue their quest and shall hopefully catch their quarry once and for all without any further dragons seeking to cause problems.
Yep.
Or they won't. We'll find out.
Well, that's the thing. You guys said you needed a dragon to fight an army?